So as you step in to the Silver Eel Tavern, and feel free to consult this map.
Should we be seeing something?
Absolutely.
Why are we here again?
You're here to look for the brazen thieves with the capital F. To shake them down for more information on Irontusk than what you already were able to dig up.
I didn't see a note. The note I saw was from, I thought, 2 sessions ago. Am I wrong?
Not on there?
Is it? Oh, is this the one?
The January
one?
January 30th was the last one.
Okay. Yeah. Then I'll catch up quick.
So we missed the 13th.
Okay.
I'll give you a minute. I'll reread that again for Tal.
Could you reopen the page, because it's just it's just gone now.
Yeah, the map.
Yeah, the map.
I'll reshare the map. Yeah, no problem at all. Okay.
How crowded is the facility?
Quite crowded. And I'm just about to get into that. I'm just going to read the last little bit to Tal to start things off. As you guys head down Dim Lane to the front door of the Silver Eel. At the northeast corner of Dim Lane and Plague Court could be seen a weathered sign hanging above a low, wide door. The sign read, Silver Eel, over top of what could be an eel. In the fading sunlight with fading...
I actually heard that. You don't have to read it for me.
Oh, did you? Okay, terrific. Yep. All right. And as you guys enter into the door...
Are you looking for us to move in?
You can move in. Absolutely. Oh, gotta unlock the keys. There we go. Token lock.
Yeah.
Open the door.
Cannot. There you go.
So you got Bayford in there?
Yep.
Well, let's attack him.
Wow. All right. So as you walk into the tavern's busy. I'll get to that in just 1 second. But a glance to the right and the far wall, you can see in like a kind of cornered off area, there is a booth where several of the men. One of them looks like you recognize him right at the corner. And as you kind of gather yourselves and make a plan, this little table here draws your attention to this.
The bleak shore. So you think a man can cheat death and outwit doom? Said the small, pale man, whose bulging forehead was shadowed by a black cowl. The grey mouser, holding the dice box ready for a throw, paused and quickly looked sideways at the questioner. I said that a cunning man can cheat death for a long time. The Silver Eel bustled with pleasantly raucous excitement. Fighting men predominated, and the clank of swordsmen's harness mingled with the thump of tankards, providing a deep obligato to the shrill laughter of the women. Swaggering guardsmen elbowed the insolent bravos of the young lords. Grinning slaves bearing open wine jars dodged nimbly between. In one corner, a slave girl was dancing, the jingle of her silver anklet bells inaudible in the din. Outside the small, tight-shuttered windows, a dry whistling wind from the south filled the air with dust that eddied between the cobblestones and hazed the stars. But here, all was jovial confusion. The grey mouser was one of a dozen at the gaming table. He was dressed all in grey, jerkin, silken shirt, and mousekin cap, But his dark flashing eyes and cryptic smile made him seem more alive than any of the others, save for the huge, copper-haired barbarian next to him, who laughed immoderately and drank tankards of the sour wine of Lankhmar as if it were beer. "They say you're a skilled swordsman and have come close to death many times," continued the small pale man in the black robe, his thin lips barely parting as he spoke the words. But the mouser had made his throw, and the odd dice of Lankhmar had stopped with the matching symbols of the eel and serpent uppermost, and he was raking in triangular golden coins. The barbarian answered for him. "Yes, the grey one handles a sword daintily enough, almost as well as myself. He's also a great cheat at dice." "Are you, then, Fafhrd?" asked the other. "And do you, too, truly think a man can cheat death, be he ever so cunning a cheat at dice?" The barbarian showed his white teeth in a grin and peered puzzledly at the small pale man, whose somber appearance and manner contrasted so strangely with the revelers thronging the low-ceilinged tavern fuming with wine. "You guessed right again," he said in a bantering tone. "I am Fafhrd, a northerner, ready to pit my wits against any doom." He nudged his companion. "Look, Mouser, what do you think of this little black-coated mouse who sneaked in through a crack in the floor and wants to talk with you and me about death?" The man in black did not seem to notice the jesting insult. Again his bloodless lips hardly moved, yet his words were unaffected by the surrounding clamor, and impinged on the ears of Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser with peculiar clarity. "It is said you two came close to death in the forbidden city of the Black Idols, and in the stone trap of Angarnji, and on the misty island in the Sea of Monsters. It is also said that you have walked with doom on the cold waste, and through the mazes of Klesh. But who may be sure of these things and whether death and doom were truly near? Who knows but what you are both braggarts who have boasted once too often? Now I have heard tell that death sometimes calls to a man in a voice only he can hear. Then he must rise and leave his friends and go to whatever place death shall bid him, and there meet his doom. Has death ever called to you in such a fashion?" Fafhrd might have laughed, but did not. The mouser had a witty rejoinder on the tip of his tongue, but instead he heard himself saying, "In what words might death call?" "That would depend," said the small man. "He might look at two such as you and say, 'The bleak shore.' Nothing more than that. The bleak shore. And when he said it 3 times, you would have to go." This time, Fafhrd tried to laugh, but the laugh never came. Both of them could only meet the gaze of the small man with the white, bulging forehead stare stupidly into his cold, cavernous eyes. Around them, the tavern roared with mirth at some jest. A drunken guardsman was bellowing a song. The gamblers called impatiently to the mouser to stake his next wager. A giggling woman in red and gold stumbled past the small pale man, almost brushing away the black cowl that covered his pate. But he did not move, and Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser continued to stare, fascinatedly, helplessly, into his chill black eyes, which now seemed to them twin tunnels leading into a far and evil distance. Something deeper than fear gripped them in iron paralysis. The tavern became faint and soundless, as if viewed through many thicknesses of glass. They saw only the eyes, and what lay beyond the eyes, something desolate, dreary, and deadly. "The bleak shore," he repeated. Then those in the tavern saw Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser rise, and without sign or word of leave-taking, walked together to the low oaken door. A guardsman cursed as the huge northerner blindly shoved him out of the way. There were a few shouted questions and mocking comments. The mouser had been winning, but these were quickly hushed, for all perceived something strange and alien in the manner of the two. Of the small, pale, black-robed man, none took notice.
And as you're perceiving that scene, you're drawn in. You're kind of mesmerized by it. And before you know, those three characters are out of sight.
Oh, we won't see them for at least a book.
Won't see them for another 4 levels.
I think it was one, but well. Anyway.
Well, you won't see 2 of them anyway.
If Mouser walked away without his winnings, I'll get those for you, sir.
Gonna reach in for a hand?
No, just kidding. All right. Well, I mean, I'm assuming we don't know the guys, so as bizarre as it was, do we see the folks we're after?
You do. You see them over in a little booth. There's several others kind of gathered around, but you specifically see the one that you initially saw carrying the chair out to the street. He's closest most to the wall, to the entrance.
We're trying to find the key, right?
Yeah, you're trying to find the key. You're trying to find Irontusk. You've got a pretty good idea that Irontusk frequents a place called Barge End, which is on the wharves down by the River Hlal, and you've learned a bit about Irontusk, that he's a bit of a hard case, and he's a fantastic swimmer, and sometimes he works for the various gangs that run in the Marsh District. Three different gangs: the Friendly Fellows, the Green Daggers, and the Bloody Blades. So earlier today, before coming here, you cornered a couple of the Bloody Blades, a couple guys that thought they were tough until you guys got a hold of them. And Arthur worked his little scary mojo on them, and they gave up the fact that they haven't seen Irontusk, but he does come around a fair bit, and that he has a little lady that he talks about down at Barge End, and they give.
Why aren't we here at a Barge End?
I'm not sure. You guys said you wanted to come to here because this is where the brazen thieves were.
We want to get more information.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're known to hang out.
So it sounds like we should move over in this direction.
Yeah, Arthur would come up to these gentlemen and basically just introduce himself, just say like, "Is this spot taken, gentlemen?"
But just so you know, Naka had mentioned that she pelted one of them with a blunt arrow, so one of them might be showing a welt or something.
Yeah, I think that's the middle one. Yeah, there's as you go there, you see that there's other thugs hanging around. There's 3 more in the booth that these guys are talking with.
Okay. So, is there a chair there I can just grab and sit at the edge of the booth?
Yeah, absolutely. Those chairs are free.
Okay. We'll grab some chairs and sit there and say, "Hello, gentlemen." Oh, where'd they go?
There they are.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so they're the yellow guys, right?
Yeah, they're the yellow guys, and they're a little drunker now than when you saw them before. And
All right.
what do you want?
All right, I'm gonna sit. She's gonna stand right behind me, so she's easy. Naka, you want to get a little closer, or?
Yeah. He asked, "What do we want?" Arthur just responds with,
No, Naka's staying where she is.
a few drinking friends. Quite the
We're-
busy
we're-
night, isn't it?
We're looking for our friend Irontusk.
Irontusk. We saw him this morning, and then she gets like a look. He gets like a look of recognition. Oh yeah, it was you lot. You lot disturbed our take from the keyhole. You got some nerve turning up here.
We do. So where's Irontusk now?
How's the
Are you trying to intimidate on this guy?
Yeah, absolutely. He says, "How's if I know? He ain't here. He ain't here tonight. He's probably down with his little lady."
Oh, and where you said that's what was that called?
Sometimes he goes.
Silver Eel.
You're in the Silver Eel.
Oh, sorry.
Sometimes he goes down around Barge End. Sometimes he's working up in the Marsh District. What do you want? What do you want him for?
There's something missing from that house that we need.
But we didn't take it. We didn't even get
Did
the
you?
chance. We didn't get the chance.
I look over at Arthur and Ash. Anything? Any other information? Because I'm drawing a blank while we're here, as opposed to the other place.
I had questions and then disappeared all of a sudden. Hold on.
Do you have them written up?
And I'm looking at the notes because I feel like we did have some questions. So tell us about Irontusk. I want to find out, what he fights with, or is it a roundabout way. I don't have to say what's he fight with.
Yeah.
But what's he known for? Getting any fights lately? Ladies' man? See if we can't find something that might be appeasing to him. Things like that.
He just he does the odd job here and there for some that work up in the marsh. Things that other people don't want to touch. What do you know about that?
More than we like. What do you know about the cultists?
Not much. Just that they're not to be messed with. You're not into that trance, are you?
No, not at all.
Are you?
I looked relieved to him, like, yeah, that's just bad news.
I know where you can find some, but I don't recommend it. Leaves you in a bad way. You wind up on Nightmare Alley.
Yeah, we don't condone that either. But we really would like to get a hold of Irontusk and on his good side. Any idea how we could?
Tell you what. You fill me and my friend's tankards, and we'll point you in the right direction. If you don't mention where you found out from.
Done.
Okay.
I wave over.
Okay. Yeah.
Baka puts her fingers up for 2 extra glasses for her.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. How much does that cost?
3 bronze eagles.
Okay. What do I take out of my inventory? 3, or how about 1 silver? Is that equivalent?
That's
There's 10 bronze eagles goes into 1 silver smerduk.
So I'll buy a silver smerduk, whatever.
Okay.
Worth of ale, and anybody that's around can have some.
Okay, so those 3 street thugs behind you that were kind of chummy with these guys, they go from hostile to neutral.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll agree to those terms. We never saw you guys. Just help us out, and we'll keep the ale flowing, or wine, I guess, since it's Lankhmar. Wine flowing for a while.
All right, excellent, lovely. So what you do is you go down cache all the way to the docks, and you see the end of the city wall. There's a bunch of river folk have barges and fishing boats and all that stuff. Probably for about, 3 or 4 city blocks worth. It's a huge tangle of mess. hard to navigate your way through it all. As far as I know, there's a set of 3 warehouses, and there's a little like a houseboat sort of deal that Irontusk stays in with his lady friend. She's a halfling, probably about 3 foot tall, blonde hair, cute face. She's a fisher folk. I don't know if they'll be there right now. They might still be working. They work late into the night. We're pulling up.
Where do they work?
On the barges, down at Barge End.
Okay.
So you might...
What does Irontusk like to drink or eat? Has he got an affinity for something?
Oh, I don't know him that well. I know him to stay away from him.
Right.
He's not the sort to invite you over. But I've had to go find him a couple times, and it's a tangle mess. You can ask around, and somebody probably pointed out to you, or you can wander along the docks and look. You might see him out if he's out, or you might see that covered boat.
So, do we feel like we got a good idea where this boat is?
You feel like you've got a good idea where Barge End is.
Okay. Does anybody in our group know much about that area?
I'm not sure. If you consult the main campaign map, you'll see the big circle over by the river. That's roughly where Barge End is.
I have heard people talk about it as I was working at the. I can't remember the name of the place.
Last Chance?
Yeah, that one. Should I do a knowledge local to see what comes to mind? Or?
Sure. Okay. You know that whole area, other than a couple of the large berths, is just a tangle of fishermen and barges and river folk and stuff like that. It's kind of like a nomadic lifestyle they lead. They go up and down to the River Hlal, fishing and trading goods and stuff like that. And then they'll all tie off at the end of piers, and it juts way out into the water for in certain groups. In certain groups is they might have 4 or 5 boats at the end of a pier, kind of tied off. You roughly have in your head an area where the warehouses are. You can kind of see it, having walked down there. But there's a set of warehouses that aren't right on the water either. So you're not sure if like you're looking at like 500-600 feet worth of tangled fishing boats and barges, at least.
Would a predominant one have like a regular berthing that maybe that would be the first place to start, or is it kind of first come first serve for the berthings?
Yeah, it's very first come first serve. There's a couple large where larger boats dock, and then at the end of that's where Barge End starts, and it kind of goes all the way down past the wall.
What do you gentlemen know of Irontusk personally?
I know he's not to be trifled with. He's good with a knife.
Is he known for a bad temper?
Oh, yeah. Horrible temper.
And his lady friend?
Brutal.
What's her story?
I don't know her that well. I met her one time while I was looking for Irontusk. She seemed pleasant enough.
And that's all you know?
Like I say, he never invited us over for tea.
Can I discern their sincerity?
Sure. Can try to.
That would be
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't seem to have any reason to lie to you. And their information confirms what you heard from the other thugs near the night market.
No need to press further then. Figure it out.
Well, let's try and find our way there, since if he doesn't get back till late, then we could at least get in position.
All right.
So we work our way over there?
Yep, you make your way down Cash Street, and you get to Cash and Grain just as the sun's going down. Sun's setting. So you're just over the river on the other side. You probably have about a half an hour of sunlight left.
No, it sounds like if he doesn't get back until late, there's no rush.
That's true. If he's not there already.
Hmm.
All right, so you so once you get down there, it's a maze of boats, and it's a hub of activity. There is dozens of warehouses, and all of the grain trade and stuff like that filters up Grain Street to these warehouses and silos, and then once you get down to the actual waterfront, you have like piers and jetties that go. Some go out 100 feet, some go out only like 20 or 30. You're literally looking at 400 or 500 feet of little fishing boats and barges all tied together in like a tangled maze that juts out into the River Hlal.
Wait, all right.
And there's people making their way around, and hustle and bustle, and
Well, using the description that they gave us, can we at least get near the place?
sure.
Or this is as near as we get?
You give me another knowledge local check, and I'm going to give you a +2 because you shot a good number last time. Okay. Yeah, that's enough. You come to an area where you see 3 warehouses. There's actually, it's probably like 4 or 5 now that you look at it, but 3 in a row. And you guys are, if you look, you check just off the map, up the street a little bit. You can see three alleyways between the warehouses.
Oh, thanks for filling out the details for us.
Yeah. And now we just have to search each barge.
It has a charm to it. I really like it, actually.
All right. Well, it looks like if I'm looking at this right, there's only 2 major houseboat thingies. Is that where I'm? Anybody in the area?
Yeah, there's a couple of people walking around. They look like they're carting. Some are carting fish and oysters, and one guy looks like he's maybe humping a net off somewhere to be fixed.
Let's see if we can find a meek-looking person.
Yeah, you see, probably like a teenage boy. He's kind of gangly, and he's carrying a basket of fish.
Put a couple of whatever those bronze coins are, or whatever. Let me see, what are they called?
Bronze eagles, which is actually the silver piece.
Okay, so I'll
What's the... Oh, no, iron ticks are the
iron
copper
ticks are the copper pieces. Yeah.
Okay, that's what they were. I thought iron ticks were above that for some reason.
Oh, are we doing investigation not in the docks yet, but back there?
I'm not sure. You guys.
I was trying to move my piece.
Yeah, I unlocked it.
Okay.
All right.
Does Naka see anyone in terms of like, you know, someone like working or whatever, pulling up fishes and clearing out their nets or whatever they're doing?
Yep. So we
Do you
got
see
the
like a sweet urchin or anything?
no. There's a person in the boat in right in front of you actually. Let me
Okay.
just give you a little description of what you're looking at here. The great city of Lankhmar comes to an abrupt end down by the Hlal River in a tumble of shacks and docks and a few warehouses. The shouts of fishmongers, creaking of wagons, and the cacophony of shrieking gulls are ever present here. Up ahead, the wide bank of the Hlal River is so crowded with boats, from simple fishing vessels to wide riverfolk barges, that it's nearly impossible to see the water at all unless one looks well away from the shore. And so in the boat, just in front of you, you see a short, blonde-haired woman gutting fish. She looks like a halfling.
Not a halfling, is she?
She looks like a halfling.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. What was her name again? His girlfriend's name?
I don't think we got a name.
I don't
for
think
her.
you got her name.
Yeah. Arthur is gonna stride on up to her and just introduce himself with just, "Why, hello there."
Okay, so she is L in D3. She's L in the boat.
She's L.
She's L.
right.
She's one of the L's.
Let me take a quick stride. She's the L in the left boat?
In the left boat by
D3.
D3, yeah.
D3.
What's everybody else doing while Arthur's walking up?
Just walk up.
We'll give him
Just
some
point on the
space,
pier.
but we'll come up a bit.
Okay. And Knock?
Well, it looks like she's not going to be a part of the swarm that's going up to her, so she'll just stay there.
Okay. Luna? Are you with us?
I'm here.
Okay. You just kind of hanging back, or you getting in there?
I'll be with everybody else. I'm not by my computer. I'm driving home.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll just kind of move you up in the alley, and okay, all right. So as you walk up, Arthur, and you're about to say hello there, or you just get hello there out.
Yeah. Basically, I don't know how much I don't know how much the sentence I can finish, but
Nope.
what I would say would just, basically just, excuse me, ma'am. Can I have a word?
Oh,
So she's gutting fish, and when you say that, it's almost like she doesn't hear you.
Excuse me?
And then she looks up. She seems surprised. Hello?
Yes, hello, madam. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, of course I can hear you. Can you hear me?
No matter then, no matter. I was really hoping to inquire a few questions with you, if you can spare some time.
What would you like to know?
I'm new around Lankhmar. Just came from Cornwall myself. Was told to meet quite a few individuals here, quite a few people who are of interest. One of those people were apparently... Are you familiar with a man named Irontusk? I was told to meet with him.
I am. She looks very suspicious of you now, at this point in time.
can I do a perception check from where I am to see when the name was mentioned, Irontusk, if she's looking anywhere, watching her eyes?
Absolutely. $20. Okay, that's good. Let me...
Like if her eyes would betray her, if she's suddenly looking in a different direction, that wouldn't be normally looking like.
If her head like darts towards a certain direction.
Absolutely. And just give me 1 second for this to load up. As you look basically almost past her, Like she hasn't looked around or anything like that. But beyond her, standing on like a square barge, just in the way that the sun hits, just at that moment, you can see a glint of light off of a large man with a tusk that grows out from beneath his left jaw, and he's got like an iron ring on it. And just the light catches that ring just at that instant, and you can see him. You can see him on the barge. What you could only assume is Irontusk. He meets the description. I'll give you a picture.
Yeah. Arthur continues his questioning with Jest. Arthur's going to continue his questioning with Jest.
You can give me a perception check too, Arthur. If you're probably locked in the conversation with the halfling woman.
Yeah.
And Knock is particularly sharp-eyed.
Let's see, spot. Nah, probably don't see the man. Arthur's going to continue his line of questioning with Jest. I was told that he frequently occupied this space, but try as I might, I don't exactly see him. I was hoping that you might have seen the man.
You have some sort of business with him?
I have business with many people. I try to make a lot of friends, you see, and I was told that Irontusk was a very important friend to make.
He's not the type to make friends. Irontusk! Irontusk! She shouts out.
I'm the type who can make any friend.
She shouts out like an alarm, like, Irontusk! Irontusk! She shouts it. And then Irontusk's head snaps up, and he starts scanning the horizon. He scans over to where the halfling is, and he sees you talking to her. And then I'll have to do an actual perception check to see who else he sees.
Yeah, Arthur's not hidden.
No, Arthur's not hidden. He sees Arthur.
Yeah.
And then just to make sure that he notices the rest of you guys hanging around.
I imagine if Arthur spotted him, he would be looking him back, like locking eyes with Irontusk.
So at this moment, I think Asami would come up and try to use diplomacy to influence the target and just simply say, hey, we just have a business discussion. It's going to be okay.
So she shouted alarm.
The intent is to calm the situation down.
Okay.
So is that diplomacy or is that...
Yeah, you can give me
nothing?
a diplomacy check. You have to change her from, right now, she'd be hostile.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
And
it's not a horrible failure, though. So Irontusk takes a step and steps up on and he looks over. She's kind of frozen right now. She's got a small knife in her hand, but it's for skinning fish. It's not a combat knife. She's alerted Irontusk that you're here, and you can see her hand shake a little bit.
You seem awful scared.
is there a way to determine if she's scared of us or of him?
You can give me a check. Give me a sense motive, maybe.
I'm familiar with fear, but I'm not great at sense motive. Let's see.
Okay, couple 14s. Those aren't horrible checks. You guys. She seems fearful of you, and maybe something that it's hard to say. She shouted for Irontusk. Her hands are shaking.
Please, madam. Pulling a knife on just some bony teenager seems quite uncouth, don't you agree?
No, she's not pulling a knife. She was skinning fish. What she was talking to, the knife's in her hand.
I thought she was holding the knife aggressively.
No, she's not. No, anything but. She's like, her hands are shaking. She's the fact that she has a knife in her hand. She's the most unthreatening person in the city, perhaps, with this knife in her hand.
You're quite a fearful one, aren't you?
While this is happening, I'm gonna just off to the side there, cast a detect magic and scan the boat.
Okay. You're not getting any magic from the boat.
Okay. When he,
Arthur lights up like a Christmas tree.
yeah, well,
Yeah, and
Imagine
that one item, the scroll, in particular.
Irontusk gets close, then I'll, if he's in range. Otherwise, I'm just a bystander.
So, as an action, I am going to do a full movement. 1,
Combat has not
2,
started yet, so you can kind of just do things.
3, and I'm going to attempt to hop on this box.
Okay. So let's see. I want to see if Irontusk spots you making your way.
We're going to make opposed checks. Stealth.
Yep. Not a stealth so much. You're
No stealth. You can see her basically just kind of full movement, briskly moving and jumping on top of that box.
Why don't we just go to initiative? How's that sound?
Sure. So this would be her surprise round, so to speak.
Yeah, we'll call it that. That's perfect. And to get to that barge, it's a wall of crates filled with stuff. The crates are stacked to the height of 10 feet high.
Okay. So with that acrobatics, where can she be? That's her last half of her second movement is there.
Okay. Yeah, she can get onto the barge. I'm not sure about climbing up the...
Okay.
She can get right to the very edge if she wants.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. All right, so Asami.
I could see her still trying to diffuse the situation. And
Her
calm
bow
things down.
is not knocked or anything. She's just, it's not even in her hand.
Okay.
So relatively non-threateningly moving there.
Okay. So Asami can clearly see Irontusk and this woman, and can see Nock make the move to the barge. She's moving fairly rapidly.
I think she would, because I think to use diplomacy to do what she wanted to do takes more than 6 seconds. So this would be continuing to just say, hey, we're just here to talk. I think it's going to be okay. It's going to be a good opportunity for everybody. That kind of a thing. I think that's still lingering.
Okay.
I don't think you want a second roll.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. And when you do that, the little halfling woman says, Irontusk, I don't think they mean you harm like you think. She kind of puts out a hand. And Irontusk shouts, who sent you? Knock.
Free action, I'm gonna say freelancers. We're here to talk. That's all. If you, we're a short message. We're here to talk. We work for ourselves. Is it my turn? Can I do full conversation? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we mesh, we can do business together. We both gain something. If not, we walk away. No harm, no foul.
Okay. Maybe some sort of diplomacy. I know it's not your strong suit.
It's okay.
Just to convey your honesty.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, this is who I am, and I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah,
and
just
that's what I'm gonna roll.
maybe to act non-threatening. That's clean as a whistle right there. Okay, so
Decent, right?
yeah. So Irontusk says, "All right, we can behave like gentlemen.
And lady.
Just leave Solney out of this, whatever it comes to, and I'll meet you up at the warehouse there." And he points up to here.
So this red dot, what is that? Or do we notice it?
What red dot?
It's 2 squares above where it says D6.
D6. Oh, that's Irontusk.
That's Irontusk.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, I thought he was somewhere else. Okay, I understand.
All right.
Did you guys get
We're-
the picture of Irontusk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we saw
Yes,
that.
Okay.
saw that.
Okay.
Alright, Naka nods and begins to walk back, again, non-threateningly.
Okay.
We're gonna go around the building,
All
like
right.
and then come around the other side. So just not running, just
Okay.
take our time.
All right. And Irontusk starts making his way over there too, and he's got a real wary eye.
Yeah.
These two guys, they move out of the way.
Yeah. Arthur too. I don't remember her name, but I don't think Arthur remembers either. I don't think he was paying attention. Until next time, madam. Is gonna stride away.
Yeah,
Start
she's
making her way
looking
towards
worriedly for Irontusk.
Yeah.
Naka will nod at her as she walks by.
And she nods back. She's looking concerned. She stands up in the boat as you guys are walking by, but it's more to get a good view of what's
She's
happening.
a halfling. We don't know.
Yeah, she's
Walks there and extends her arm with a hand out.
understood.
Naka.
Irontusk. What can I do for you, Naka?
Well, I grew up around these parts, and I do a little bit of finger quotes underground stuff. Just wanted to make sure that I don't alarm you or anything with this group descending on your friend over there. So
I
they'll be doing the
Appreciate you leaving her out of this.
they'll be doing the talking. I just wanted to make the connection, and she kind of sits on that little whatever that is.
Okay. Alrighty. So, just so he's not surrounded, he backs off a little wee bit. And he's kind of like,
Again, her weapons are not out.
yeah. Yeah, he just, he nods. We can, we don't need to be at each other's throats.
Now, Mr. T, we understand you may have some property we're interested in from, what was the name of that house?
The keyhole?
Keyhole. Is that the name of the house?
Yeah, that was the name of the business, the locksmith. Jann Pickett's business was the keyhole.
Yeah, we understand you might have a piece of property. I'd like to negotiate it.
We don't have it anymore. We sold it already.
I'd like to. Can we do a, what's the sense motive? Is that
Sense motive?
the skill?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, see if we believe him. I don't have a strong one, but
He says, I was contacted by the head of the Green Daggers to procure an item from the keyhole. And I
don't detect magic on him, right?
No, you don't detect any magic on him. So let me double check. Make sure there's not a potion or something like that. Nope.
I mean, if it's like his dagger, I don't care. I'm looking for something in a pouch or.
Do we notice others, other dock workers or fishermen or just anyone else kind of like being interested in our conversation?
Yeah, there's a couple people here and there. They're like, what's going on with Irontusk sort of thing, and they're just kind of like rubbernecking. But there doesn't seem to be anybody who's going, hey, okay, we got to go back him up or anything like that. There doesn't seem to be any of that.
I was about to ask a question that's very similar. Are any of them equipped for a fight?
Irontusk got a dagger and what would probably pass for like a club. Just a little bludgeon on his.
I assume he has leathers on him.
He's got. It's almost like almost like a hide armor. It's a studded leather actually. He looks like a fighting man. His when you look at his hands, they're all scarred up. His knuckles are all
He's got
kind
the
of
calluses of a
yes.
working man.
He's got the calluses of a working man and of a fighting man. He's got a bunch of cuts on his forearm that have healed over and scars. He's as far as stats go, he's probably the strongest person you've encountered so far. Physically, he's imposing.
So Naka will reach down and attempt to pick up Teddy. Teddy reluctantly tries to get away, but Naka basically picks her up, kind of sets her on her knees. So Tusky, listen. So if we were to go and renegotiate it back, how much money should we bring? How much did you make? And I guess in a way, how much should we bring to renegotiate it back? And with whom should we talk to?
I got paid 100 silver smerduks.
Not bad.
Where are these guys? We'd like to chat with them about acquiring it.
You want to talk to Sarothis, maybe? I wouldn't go there. They're sick.
I know. That's fine. Well,
sick. They're dying. They're all diseased.
Can I do a knowledge check to see if I've heard of these guys?
Yes, you've definitely heard of the Green Daggers without a knowledge check. They're one of the three gangs that are kind of vying for supremacy in the marsh. The Bloody Blades, the Friendly Fellows, and the Green Daggers.
And the Green Daggers are some kind of lepers or whatever. Something's happening to them.
Yeah.
Like as a normal thing.
You've not heard this. This part about the sick is new.
Okay.
You've heard the name Sarathis before. Sarathis is their leader.
Okay.
Some say that Sarathis is some kind of elven sorcerer. You don't know. You've never seen or met the person.
So Tusk, is this just win some gold or silver pieces, or do you know much more about it? Like if we were to go over there, I mean, listen, if you give us good information, I promise I will give you a share if we can retrieve it back. But you got to give me reliable information. So what do you know?
I know that I got contracted a couple days back to shake Jann Pickett down and take this key. And
that much we know. Yeah,
we sold it to Sarathis for 100 smerduks. When I went there, they're in a bad way, and I see why they wanted me to do it. There wasn't one of them that was able to do it.
Right. Good choice.
There's some sort of disease that they've fallen afoul of. Their eyes are all swole shut. Some of them can't breathe.
Would this sound like symptoms of that thing that I would know? That
Yeah, it does not sound like that.
Okay, doesn't sound like those symptoms.
Sounds like something different. Do you have heal skill?
I don't, but I just wanted to know offhand. I actually do. I want to know offhand if I'm hearing these symptoms that are similar to the drugs or whatever.
Yeah, the drugs is what you saw out of Lord Denal that night.
No, yeah,
where he was kind of in a trance.
Doesn't.
This sounds kind of like some sort of sickness that is fatal.
Okay. That's it. That's their motivation, is just to give you some silver for some stolen piece. Hard to believe.
I don't know. I didn't.
Come on, Tusk.
I needed the work.
All right. So you haven't heard anything off the street? No, nothing.
No, I did the job. I delivered the item. I got paid. I got out of there as fast as I could. I didn't want to get sick myself. I don't think I'm coming down with anything. I've been staying away from Solnia's, so I don't give her anything.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case.
Where did you make the exchange?
Oh, just in the front door of their hideout. I can tell you where that is.
All right, we get that information.
Yeah, it's just on Carter Street, just not far from, just across from the Iron Tycoon. Do you know where the Iron Tycoon is?
We'll figure it out.
Is you see, it's like an old half stable,
Mhm.
and then you'll see if you walk down the area of the stable, just to the left is the door.
Are you friends with them, or are you just doing this out of just business?
I do business with them. I do business with the fellows and the blades.
Gotcha. And anything you can think of? Anything else? Like I said, if this comes out to be good, we'll share. We'll give you a share. I promise to give you a share.
No, I don't know anything else. I felt bad about hurting the gnome. I didn't want to. I didn't want to, but he didn't want to give up where the key was.
Part of the beast, right?
No, not at all.
Nature of the beast. Part of the business.
If he'd have just told me where it was right off, I wouldn't have had to hurt him. I tried to go light on him.
Things don't usually go that smoothly, right?
No, but I did feel bad about that. But other than that, no. We're all making money.
I understand you, Tusk. Alright, she puts Teddy down and she looks at the others. Any other questions?
No, let's go. We always know where to find him if we need him.
That's what I was about to ask. This is a good place to catch up with you. If in the event things turn out well, we come back.
Yeah, you can. I'm usually here daytimes when I'm not doing other things. You can always leave a note with Solnia if you want me to meet you somewhere.
Teddy beelines over there and grabs a fish that seems to be on the ground and just devours it.
Yeah, there's plenty all over the place. And he's like, that's a funny looking cat.
Yeah, pure breeds.
It's a show cat.
As Naka's leaving, she's trying to call to Teddy, but Teddy is reluctant. Takes a minute or so just to get Teddy away from all this fish.
Yeah. He says, be careful. Don't get sick. Don't get what they have, anyway. And it wasn't just one of them. The whole place smelled of death.
Alright, as we move away from this, Naka will ask the others who might know what this is, i.e. heal checks.
We don't have anything like that.
I'm not one for sickness.
You could maybe consult somebody along the way.
Consult somebody on the way. Hey, you.
Just the heal check, or is there one of the knowledges would help, understand the nature of the disease?
I would say more along the lines of actual the heal skill.
But you have to be skilled in it, right?
I think so.
Yeah, to learn about like a disease or something.
Various diseases,
I've got knowledge nature, but I do not have heal.
Alright, I can attempt it again tomorrow. Or we can go and check check with Lord Denell and see if he has anyone we can go to find out more.
And Lord Denell is not far away.
Okay.
It's probably just about the time he'd be maybe going to the gallery.
You know what'd be great if you just put it in a bottle, we'll just rub it and he'll just pop out. That'd be even better.
Like a genie.
So far it's been great. He's like very accessible.
Your slat is also on ice there.
That's right. All right. Let's. How would we know where he is right now?
You wouldn't know exactly where he is, but you know where his house is and you know where his supper club is, and they're both right on the way on Carter Street. Or
right,
not on Cash Street.
All right, listen, folks. Should we just hit a temple or something? I feel like we don't want to be too indebted to this lord.
Well, I mean, if he can give us something to protect against disease, let him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think if we go to him and he has somebody under his employ that could give us information about the disease, that would be better than just.
But what's the exchange though? We're asking him for something, but we gotta provide something in return.
We're getting him his magic item. The fee went up, $200 a day plus expenses.
I don't know if I feel good about that.
The magic item is actually for the gnome proprietor of the keyhole.
Right. It's not about the Lord Janelle.
All right. Well,
Oh, we'll find. I'm gonna find the nearest temple first and see what they know.
Going up to the Street of the Gods. They have not even like temples and stuff like that. They have apothecaries and alchemists and all kinds of stuff.
Hit the one that's closest to who we think might be knowledgeable.
Okay. I would say you've probably seen an apothecary somewhere along Cash Street.
Okay. We'll hit that one.
Okay. Stop in. It looks like he's just about ready to hang up his shingle for the night. It's getting near closing time, and he's like, inside.
Listen, proprietor. Before you close, hold on 1 second. And she pulls her purse out.
Okay.
Information. We need information.
Come in. I was just about to close.
She pulls out an equivalent of a silver piece.
Oh, very good. It's a bronze eagle.
Okay. So listen, we just heard about this new. Maybe it's not new to you because you seem knowledgeable. She described some of the symptoms. I try to figure it out and see if I can make sense of it, but I couldn't. You've heard of this? Is this something new or?
It sounds like the blinding sickness.
What is the root of that? What causes that?
It's usually tainted water or food. Is one of you feeling sick?
No. We might need assistance. We might have to assist someone who has this sickness, but I want to learn more about it before we approach them.
do you have any cures for it? Any medicine we could buy?
We do, yes. Let's see here. How much is an anti-plague? Let's see here. See what I wrote down.
As he's looking for that, I will gather with the group. How many should we get so we can negotiate? If we
depends on the price. I mean, if it's cheap, everybody gets one. You get one. You get one.
Let me just look. I don't think I have this one in the.
Well, the minimum should be one for each of us in the event we need it, right?
Right.
Well, if it's food or water.
It only spreads through tainted food and water. It does not spread through any other contact.
Yeah, if it's food and water, I wouldn't. I just don't touch anything.
If it's what you describe, if it's 50 silver smerduks.
50.
Ooh. So the
and that's one dose.
Yeah. And that's just for a +5 alchemical bonus on fortitude saves against the disease,
right? Against
any disease for the next hour.
Let's see, how much do I have? I have an idea, folks, and then we should grab at least one for now.
He says if you want, if you have a half an hour or so, I could brew you up something that might help stave it off. Should you take? Are you going into the sewers?
No.
Perhaps. Tell us more about what you're going to be making. And how much would that be out of our pockets?
I think I can make something that would maybe protect the whole lot of you, give you some protection against.
Listen, Apothecaris, what is your name? I am Naka.
I'm Melkin.
Melkin, listen, we have very good connections. If you set us up, I promise you, and I'll leave some good faith, something good faith behind. If this works out, we will return and we will give you a share as well as bring good business to you. We are in connection with a certain lord.
You see, I've got ingredients that I have to expend to brew something like this, and it'd be 50 silver smerduks, but it would give all of you a nominal amount of protection against.
Very well. And so, what do we need to do to get you these ingredients?
I have them. I have them on hand.
Is it GR10 silver smerduks?
It's it'd be 5 gold rilks or 50 silver smerduks.
So it's a 10 to 1. All right.
And basically what he's offering you is a +2 alchemical bonus for everybody in your party.
I'm just thinking, do we have to go into the sewers to meet with these Green Dagger guys?
As far as you know, they have like a gang house.
Yeah, it's above ground.
Above ground. It's not far from the Iron Cocoon.
When you say sewers, what do you need there? Why did you bring that up?
Well, that's where you would generally encounter the blinding sickness.
Good to know. Good to know.
So they've probably done some capers in the sewers for some reason.
Yeah.
So I think we're in the clear. I'm good not getting anything, but if you want to get something, go for it.
I think we should. All right, give me 1 minute, good sir. So go back to the party. So listen, they might not know exactly what they got, the sickness. If we go there and we present something to them that would cure them, the lot of them, we could get leverage, and we can lower the price and even get the thing back if we can cure them. But
So
we gotta make sure.
Let's bring one or two and tell them, look, we got a cure.
You get the idea, right? You get the idea.
I get the idea.
But we have something. We need something in hand.
But I would only take one or two as proof.
Right. That's what I was asking the apothecary.
Question for the apothecary.
Cure one.
Yes.
If the person is affected and you present them with this medicine.
Oh, this isn't a cure. This is to help stave it off.
Right. So my question would be, if they drink it, would there be an immediate visual effect?
Oh no. If they're in a fairly advanced stage, even if they drink this, they're probably.
It basically gives them new saves, right?
They probably don't have long.
No, so it sounds like
Once-
this isn't going to be a.
The reason I ask is we could go in and say, hey, we have this medicine, and then they drink it and nothing happens, and we look like frauds. That's,
No. Like we would present it. This is something that would probably help them to try to stave it off within the next few days or whatever.
What I heard is there's going to be no effect once they have the disease.
Let's see.
Once they're in the advanced stages of it, this little thing that he's brewing up for you is probably not going to help anybody who's really, really sick.
So according to Anti-Plague, and this is your call, GM, if already infected, you may also make 2 saving throws that day and use a better result. So
yeah, but if you're down to like a con of 2 or 3,
right, okay,
or a strength of,
Does anyone have lesser restoration by any chance as a spell?
That's second.
That's a second level spell.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Andrew. Silver thing.
Did you want to wait while did you want me to make this up, or did you? No?
I mean,
well, it couldn't hurt to have the resistance, just in case we need it later.
Yes, I would like to get one.
It's a pretty big expense.
I will come back for it.
So you can either go 50 silver smerduks for the +5 for yourself, or 50 silver smerduks for +2 for the whole group.
So if the group doesn't want it, I'll just get one for myself.
And this does any disease. It's
not just the blinding.
Right, this is anti-plague.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one for myself because.
So that's 1 GR is the equivalent.
5 GR or 50 silver smerduks. 50
okay. Well,
SS.
that's the +5 one, right? And the +2 one.
The +2 one is more like
is 1 dose, right? One dose for the group.
1 dose for the group, like 6 doses of like +2.
Right. And that's also 50, right? +2?
Yeah, that's also 50.
What do we call it to put in our inventory?
I can just put some anti-plagues in the...
Okay, so I'm ordering one for myself, unless if the group wants to do... I think we should just bring the +2 to them. At least they can do 6 people, and, if... At least... We could be betting on one person making a good roll, and
I think the idea is that they don't make a roll at all. We don't know how advanced they actually are.
Yeah, I keep hearing that it's a lost cause.
Okay, so So what can we bring to the table to them if we want to negotiate?
Are you asking the apothecary or the group? Okay.
The party. Or we can simply go in and take it from them because they're all dying.
Murder,
That's
death, kill.
We're getting it one way.
All right. Here's what I suggest. Let's get ourselves. At least I want to get one for myself, a +5, and then we go there. We talk to them and see what they need, and then see if we can help them, and then that way we can negotiate. At least we have this thing where we're warded against it to a certain level, right? So we can talk to them without feeling too much like we're gonna get infected.
The apothecary is kind of like sort of listening, and he says, unless you eat some tainted food or drink some tainted water, or
so it can't be it can't be transferred from one person to another then.
it's difficult.
Okay, all right. Then
It's
we
a lot of times up in the Marsh District from the sewer workers, those who go down into the goes down into the sewers to make sure everything's flowing properly. Those sometimes they'll ingest a little bit of refuse from down there and
Right.
contact the blinding sickness. We see that. Of course, they don't have the money for something like this to protect them against this sort of thing, so they have to be extremely careful. But I'm more than willing to whip you up whatever batches of protection is possible. But I honestly, I'd feel bad about taking your money for. Unless,
new idea then. We maybe get a +2 for the party. Each person spend 10 silver pieces, and then we just have that on hand, and then we go talk to these people. What do you folks think?
I think I'm done with the apothecary. I'm good to move on.
Okay,
I
alright,
don't know
sounds
that +2's worth it, but
I think is worth having for the party. But
So-
I'm personally, I'm interested in getting one for myself because I think it'd be handy. Maybe not for this situation, but for any further if it doesn't get used right now.
All right, so I'm gonna get one from the apothecary.
Okay.
I'm gonna subtract 50. All right.
So the apothecary says it'll probably take me about an hour or so to whip up several batches. So,
So you have 5 in there. Is everyone paying for one?
I don't know. I just put them in there just so you could drag them onto your sheet.
Got it.
Okay, I'm purchasing one for myself, and then we'll contribute to the one for the party if the party decides.
Okay. So you can drag one onto your sheet and take off 50 silver smerduks.
fine.
That's 50 gold pieces in D&D money.
Yeah.
That's steep.
It is pretty steep, but hey,
Okay.
+5 save is that's how much it would cost.
For a whole hour, yeah. It's
All right, so we know the location of this hideout or whatever, and if everyone's ready, we can go to it.
How do you grab one? I just paid for one since everybody's buying them.
okay. You can get on the party sheet. You just drag one right onto your
Inventory.
coat.
It's I see it. You grab the thing on the right. All right. Okay. Onward.
All right,
Let's do-
and the name of this guy who was sold to is again what?
Sarathis.
Has someone volunteered to take notes? I'm pretty bad at it. Brazen, drunken thieves. Okay, I have one note going. Okay, so Zarathis.
I keep hearing
Zarath-
cirrhosis.
Zarathis.
Yeah.
Head of. Is he the head, or is that what we heard?
Yeah, you think you've heard the name.
Head of Green Dagger.
Yes.
All right, so anyone who's interested, I have in the notes there, shared to everybody. You can contribute whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay. All right, let's go meet up with this guy. Let's go have a talk.
So on Carter Street, in the Marsh District,
What's this disease called? Sorry.
blinding sickness. He thinks it sounds like blinding sickness. And I'll give you a brief description. The apothecary talks about it. So this is like a horrible disease that once it gets into your respiratory system, it's like a bad cough develops, and the victim's like once you start drowning in your own fluid, the victim's eyes swell shut, and that's where it gets its name from.
Okay. Okey-dokey.
So onward.
Onward. Okay. At the north end of Carter Street, a large 2-story building sits abandoned, in air quotes. The windows are boarded up, the walls sag, and the roof is riddled with holes. A modest stable is located underneath an overhang of the building, and the second floor contains a large outdoor porch. This part of the Marsh District has many buildings like this, some of which provide shelter for the poor and homeless, but this one looks truly abandoned. Certainly this building was once a grand merchant house, but is now no more than an empty wreck. And I will... And Naka is fairly certain from the description she recognized this place as a place to stay away from.
Okay. And from the description, is this where we would think the entrance or
the front door just off of Carter Street? Let me let's see here. I'm going to enable player vision preview.
Okay.
Do you guys see blocked out everything, or?
I see the whole map, so I'm not sure what you're blocking out. Oh, okay.
The map has vanished.
There we go. Okay.
Now we have Fog of War.
All right.
Okay, cool. All right. So I will approach the door while Arthur is having an ADHD moment.
I wanted to see if we can move through the walls. We cannot. We actually put walls on the map.
So we've got here, nestled beneath a broad overhang, the stables do not appear to be in use. 4 stalls stand empty, their floors covered in old straw and filth. A small door hides in the shadowy recesses of this overhang. And then you can see there's 2 doors. The door closest to the street appears to be boarded over. The door in front of where Arthur is appears to be boarded over. The door where Naka has made her way to appears to have been in use fairly recently. She can see like signs of footprints and stuff like that in the kind of mud.
All right, with weapons drawn. I mean, not drawn. Sheath. She will knock on the door loudly and.
Why don't you try the handle first? Just.
Well, I don't want to just walk into people's properties. She said, unless if you want to. She steps aside.
Yeah. And just slowly see if the door opens.
Okay. The door does not open. It is locked.
So we pick it.
So you guys,
I don't think that's our motivation right now.
Well, you guys are at the door and not knocking. I'm assuming you did knock, correct? Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, Naka did. And who is this? Are you saying out loud? Should we break it down? Should we pick it? Or
no.
All right, so Naka steps back. Hey, listen. Okay, I think let's go through the plan again, or our motivation again. We're here to talk and see if we can take this back, right? Unless if you like that idea I mentioned, just to go plow them down because they're all weak.
I want to get perception checks from Arthur and Luna, please and thank you.
Burn to death, kill.
I roll a lot of perception checks this campaign for someone with 10 wisdom. I see nothing.
Ooh.
Well, just because you have low wisdom doesn't mean you can't perceive.
Well,
Well, I
I
mean-
I can't.
If this is the thieves' den, the door is probably watched, so I'm not saying anything too loudly.
Hmm. Are we supposed to be able to see those?
You see it now.
I see them now. Oh,
From so this overhang here is covered. It's not like exposed to the. So you've got like these 4 stalls, and like the worn out roof over top. You can
time for Arthur to die.
yeah.
Is there a creature beside Arthur?
There's 3 creatures, and you can see them. Arthur's the first.
3?
Yeah, Arthur sees one flying right down at him from out of the rafters. And because he's surprised, he doesn't
I'm
get.
flat-footed.
You're flat-footed, and
So my AC's 10.
he doesn't get a attack of opportunity.
Probably wouldn't take one anyway.
Oh no.
That matches me without flat-footed.
Exactly, Nuck. You as soon as you become aware of this, you'll notice them immediately. So let's see here. So Arthur, this roughly bat-sized creature that you got a little bit of a look at in the darkness looks like this. As it jams into your shoulder, this large, not large, but probably about 3 or 4 inch long, sharp needle that goes into your shoulder.
Uh-oh.
I think I might know where the disease is coming from.
And Luna,
Luna, sister pants.
No. Where's the damage?
there is no damage.
Oh, joy.
Yes. No damage yet. Luna manages to avoid it with her mage armor.
That's right. Invincible.
And perception check, Knock, and Bakai specifically. Okay, so Knock, you get your you can get your guard up, but
So
Bakai,
I get to act in the surprise round. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, you get an attack of opportunity as
Okay.
the creature flies at you, so you can take maybe an unarmed attack, or I don't know if you have your bow in your hand, you want to use it like a club, or
I did not have a weapon out. But can I 5-foot step pull my weapon out?
you can make a an unarmed attack if you want to like swat it away.
Okay. Or I can go full defensive.
You can. It seems to be
Or I
flying.
can fight defensively, so to speak, I think.
It seems to be flying at you.
Okay, let's
Okay,
see.
so
I
you
turn
wanna-
on my fight defensively because I don't have my weapons out yet. Fight defensively effect. I'm gonna throw that on me. Okay, so I have fight defensively on.
Okay, and you're not flat-footed,
Okay.
so it tries to stab into you.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, still does, and it manages to get into your shoulder, and you recognize it immediately. So I'm going to get initiatives from everybody now.
Oh, can you tell me which direction would I do can Teddy do anything or no?
They're flying in the air, so Teddy's like down on the ground.
Okay. An initiative, right?
Yes.
You just have me roll the 1 for both characters, right?
You can roll both.
Oh, all right.
All right, we've got everybody. Okay, let's go to round 1. Zed.
I'll move up and I'll do.
Let me get this thing off of me.
Oops, I can't see if I ever target it. There we go. I'm casting mage armor on Makai. And that'll be, let's see, do I just drag I cast? Did it go on? No, so I'll drag it on. Mage armor.
I have to put grappled on the one with Arthur.
There we go. Okay, I am done with my turn.
Let me put the grappled effect on the one with Arthur. That's number 2, I think. It's hard to read on here. I'll just drag it right onto it. There we go. Okay, so let's see. When the scourge hits with its touch attack, its barbed legs latch onto the target, anchoring in its place. An attached scourge is effectively grappling its prey.
Grappling, yeah, so I'm grappled.
Mm-hmm.
So Arthur should have the grapple effect on him as well.
Yeah. Let's see if I can slap it onto myself.
But it's not to the fact where you're like negatively affected by it.
I'm effectively grappled by it.
Yeah, I know, but like it's so small that it's not like you can't move or you don't lose your dexterity or anything like that.
That's your call, GM.
Yeah,
But
I'm going to say
he should be grappled, but that's your call, which is fine with us, with me.
it would
in
be
favor of the party.
Yeah,
I mean, AC. Oh boy, my AC goes from 12 to 10. What a disaster!
I'm gonna rule that it'd be like getting grappled by an actual bat. Where you could like fling it to the ground or like
Right.
It's
Okay.
effectively easier to hit, but you're not. But still, a scourge is plus grapple once it's attached. An attached scourge can be struck with a weapon. Okay. Scourge drains blood at the end of its turn if it's attached to a foe. So, Arthur, you take 1 point of constitution damage.
Oh,
So on your sheet,
just make it 11. Yeah.
don't change the score. Just put damage.
Oh, I can put damage there.
Beside constitution 1. There we go.
All right.
Arthur.
My hit points didn't change.
No, your hit points don't change until you're...
An even number.
Yeah.
It was. So when it goes from 12 to 11, it doesn't change? That makes no sense to me.
No, that's the rule. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Pathfinder rule.
The damage, when you put it in there, it automatically takes care of everything for us. Which is
If you want to do a test, you do 2 damage, you'll see the hit points change.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
So it's attached to your shirt, and it's dug its proboscis into your shoulder.
Proboscis, yeah. Problem. There's a major problem. I can't hit things very well. My spells are not going to be very effective because this thing likely has no mind. It's not touching the ground, so grease won't help. And I don't think it cares whether it sees or not. So there goes most of my spell options. Let me take a look.
I hope you bought an anti-plague. You better take it.
Yeah, I guess I'll try and rip it off of me.
All right. Make a CMD.
Just CMD roll?
I think so, yeah.
Where do I roll that?
So let's see. It should be on your sheet somewhere.
CMB?
Yeah, CMB. Your combat. Yeah, just roll it against the Sturge number 3.
No.
Nope. Okay, so you frantically try to scramble to get a hold of this thing to get it off you, but you can't. Can't seem to get a grasp on it. You can still move physically if you want to.
I was just thinking that. I would like to try and begin striding my way over to the party.
Okay, and I'll move
Commanding
this
them to get this thing off of me.
Sturge along with you.
It's got to sturge up.
All right.
And that'll be Arthur, I suppose.
Yes, that's Arthur. Knock.
I noticed that Arthur has done very little positive for the party. Low-level sorcerer.
So I don't see a Sturge on me.
Ah, is it? Let's see here. There we go. I must have. It's hard to tell whether it's visible or not.
Sure.
Let's
Full round
identify
action.
them.
Full round action. I'm going to take out and drink my anti-plague,
Okay.
and that provides +5. I'm going to make an effect, but in the meantime, is it going next? Let me make an effect quickly then.
Yeah. We can just add 5 to any save against disease that you might that you're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm fine.
So
with that.
that's my turn.
Okay. Sturge 1 tries to attack you again.
It's already connected, right? So it does its thing.
Oh, it's already. That's right. It did hit, didn't it? So it was grappled. So let's see here. Pardon me. Let's put grappled on it. Okay, so you're drinking the potion. You're not going to.
I don't think I have enough action. It's a move to pull it out and standard to drink.
Okay. So Arthur, you do notice that Nock specifically, and she's a lot more physical than you are. She specifically didn't try to get this thing off her, and she went right for a potion that was purchased at the apothecary. So you notice that. So Nock, you can take 1 point of Constitution damage.
Okay. Done.
Asami.
Pull out a dagger and try to stab the one that's directly in front of me. I'm guessing that's the one that's
the one on Nock. Yeah, I'll kind of slide it over a little bit.
Okay. Well, that is the closest one to me, so try to help knock out and try to kill this thing. And I fail horribly.
Oh. I'm going to get you to give me a DC 10 reflex save. Ooh, okay. So you miss, but you catch yourself from stabbing Nock. Just before you stab.
I get stabbed back pretty sure.
So you manage just to kind of like veer off at the last minute and still hang on to your dagger. Any movement or anything?
Oh, I had to do a move actions that would. Well, I guess I can do a 5-foot step. Like that.
You drew your dagger.
You can do that while you 5-foot step.
Really?
If you have a base attack of +1, which pretty much everybody does now.
Sure, at level 2.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot about that. I don't play Pathfinder much, so I forgot. Oh, jeez.
Luna.
When it's a pants. So they're in the square with the person, right?
Yeah, they're in the square with the person. The one's kind of like trying to hover in front of you and attach onto you. Hasn't quite gained purchase.
Well, I'm a little bitch, so I can withdraw out to here, right?
Yeah, you can you can move or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't get AOs because they're tiny.
Oh, okay. Well, please. Okay. I will 5 foot there, and there's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them. Yeah, 2 are attached, and 1 is kind of flying where you just stepped away from.
Is it hard to hit one that's attached, or I'll damage the person?
You can give it a whirl. You almost saw Sami almost stab Nock trying to do it just a second ago, but you might have been facing the other way.
Yeah, I will stab number 2.
Okay.
I'll try. I will try. Come on, where's my stuffs?
Narrow miss. Teddy. Teddy can try and like climb up you and attack this thing.
So the Sturge is in the same square as I am, right?
Yes.
Okay. Eddie will do that. So climb will be an action, and
What is Teddy better at? Like acrobatics or like climb, swim, that kind of stuff? Or
acrobatics. Let's see. She is good at climb. They're pretty much similar.
okay.
You can see that. You can see that Naka is wincing a little bit as Teddy digs her claws into her and climbs up and takes a bite. Do you want a climb check?
Yeah, it's not hard though. It's like DC 10.
Yeah, and Naka is going to make it easy for
like
for Teddy.
give her
leaning over a little bit or whatever.
Yeah,
to give her an angle.
Absolutely, give her +2 on the
Okay.
DC 10. Yep, she's fine. She's kind of like
And she is.
on your arm and your coat. She bites into the Sturge. And the Sturge bursts out with blood. Blood from you. Bakai.
5 foot and smack that thing down. That's a miss. Oh,
No, where's he? I saw 18.
yes.
It hasn't popped up here yet. Okay. At which one?
It was at number 1.
Oh, you attacked.
It's an attached one. So.
So Zed attacked Bakai.
Oh.
So that's what that's what happened there.
Okay.
So just drop that same attack on Sturge number 1. I can do it for you.
All right.
Is it the one that's on knock or the one that's on Arthur?
Yeah.
Okay.
One on knock.
Okay, so that's a hit.
Okay. Then the damage. Oh, I see. I rolled the wrong character.
Yeah, that's okay. I think Bakai's attack is probably better than yours.
Well, there you go. Minimum damage.
Okay, when she still swats it out of the ground, it goes to the ground. It's bleeding out. It's got like a broken neck. So
Okay. That's it. Where's the combat thing? I'll advance.
So Sturge 1 is done. Sturge 2. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 Luna, 4, 5, 6 Bakai. I'm going to give Arthur a break. Luna, the Sturge flies in at you. You get an attack of opportunity, as does Bakai.
Okay, take this, you varmint. There you go.
There's a hit.
Sorry, I went looking for the cat. I'll be right back. All right.
Okay, so that kills it.
Attack of opportunity. Oh, you got him? Okay.
Yeah. Luna got him. You can save your attack of opportunity should another one come up.
Okay.
The round's pretty much over though. Zed is up. First of round 2.
I'm going to move to the wall and look around. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so you got like a back alley here. Beyond this house, there's another little laneway behind it, and then beyond that is the basically the night market. The tangles of it's almost like a maze-like area of alleyways and little shops and stuff like that. That knocks.
I'm more concerned about sturges.
Yeah. You don't see any more sturges, and you don't hear any activity within the house. You don't hear any like shouts or footsteps or anything like that. The door doesn't open. Nothing like that.
Okay, that's it for me then.
Okay. Arthur, One more point of Constitution damage.
Yeah, and with my dwindling con, I think it's time to take a go in my backpack and grab that anti-plague and down that.
Okay, you probably would have kept it close at hand, just anticipating something disease related.
Yeah, I'm gonna down that.
Okay, so let me just pass the Sturge's turn over to you while you do that. Did you mark the point of con off?
Yep, I'm missing 2 cons. So
okay, all right. Okay, so you get +5 on any fortitude saves versus disease.
I have one of the smaller +2 ones, actually.
Oh, okay. You didn't buy like one of the big...
No.
Okay.
So I have a +2, actually.
All right, there we go.
Drinking that, I think that's my turn.
Okay, knock.
I'm going to move here and pull out my weapon, my warhammer.
Okay.
I'm going to get a flanking bonus. And then I'm going to whack this thing that is on Arthur. And I terribly miss.
Oh.
And I whack Arthur instead.
Fighting lessons from Asami.
A reflex save, DC 10 for me, please and thank you.
Am I rolling the reflex or?
Oh no, knock.
Lex.
Oh,
Did you see it hovering there on the 1?
I saw
it. Yeah. The dice was going to say, let's make this messy. Maybe not.
Arthur, you've not been contributing much. You're a little sorcerer. Why don't you make a new character?
You just missed braining Arthur. Asami.
Let's see if I can avoid rolling a 1. I'll take a 5 step forward, and I assume that corner I could...
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we occupy the same space.
If you imagine Arthur's...
difficulty targeting the Sturge to do the attack properly.
Do you want me to move it out to the... yeah. How's that? You imagine Arthur's kind of spinning around and acting a little
panic. Get this thing off me. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think I got him. I think I mistargeted him last time, and that's why I rolled a 1, because I didn't have the target targeted.
That's probably it.
Yeah. Has nothing to do with random chance. At least it wasn't her 1.
Nope, you almost get it, but not quite.
You did 8 times better. That's great.
Woohoo!
Luna.
Squish.
Oh, she gets it.
Yeah. I am the best wizard fighter of them all.
just with the long spear over Asami's shoulder, just kind of picks it off his chest and flings it against the wall.
Disgusting creature.
Snaps its neck. It slides down to the ground dead.
Ugh. Disgusting. Unpleasant.
Not very hospitable here, are they?
All right.
Arthur?
Oh,
yeah, before we go any further, this is just for my clarification for later on. Naka, make a fortitude save at +5.
Okay.
Me too.
And at +2. At +2 for you, Arthur.
All right. How do I add? I could just roll a d20 and just put a +2 on, all right?
You can just roll, just roll a fortitude save and put 2 in the modifier if you want.
Can I just do that?
Yeah, you can put 2 in the modifier down by where the dice are. And then roll your fortitude save and it should come up with the +2.
Excellent.
Mine could be 20 there. I did the effects, but it didn't
I don't
quite
feel so
work.
good.
That's okay. No, you're fine. You're fine right now. Everybody's fine. Naka knows
the bug stings.
Naka knows that sometimes these things do carry disease.
Yeah, Arthur's allergic to dying.
Among the common diseases known to be spread by Sturges are filth fever, blinding, sickness, or similar disease. Not all the time, though. It's actually a small amount of time. that the person's actually subject to disease from a scourge. It's actually probably like, if you had to put it into it, it'd be like 1 in 10.
I don't like those secret dice. They threaten me.
So you've got a little bit of commotion. Quietly settles down. There's 3 dead sturges.
And now we have a leper in our party. Okay, so
I'd appreciate if one of you more martially inclined folk would be the ones to take the attacks instead.
I'm a wizard.
You could have fooled me, honestly.
a Lankhmar wizard.
Yeah.
Does someone open the door?
Although the rest of the building is in shambles, the front door looks relatively new. The iron fittings and the door handles show no sign of tarnish or rust. All is quiet in the front yard of this manor.
Nobody opened the door?
Nobody opened the door.
I was going to pick it. If there's enough time if somebody wants to stop her, but she's bending down, grabbing her tools, and going to start work.
Okay. She assesses the lock. It looks like a fairly common lock, but relatively effective.
Oh, this lock is way beyond her skills.
So she's working away at it.
Yep.
Like a 10 or 15 seconds go by. She can... Is anybody else doing anything else?
I'm watching for people and sturges.
Okay. No sturges. There's people, occasionally people will walk by on Carter Street out here. But whatever a lot of times people in Lankhmar, if they see stuff going on, if it's not concerning them specifically, a lot of times it's best to mind your own business.
Mm-hmm.
And Carter Street's a pretty busy street.
What are these called? The green somethings?
The Green Daggers. It's right on the. I don't know if you can see it on the street.
Yes.
It's actually painted.
Mailbox.
It's actually painted right on the middle of Carter Street, in big letters. Green Dagger Hideout.
Okay. Okay, scream out. Hey, green jackass hideout.
Do you want to try
Are
more?
you all dead?
So Luna yells out just as Bakai gets the lock to click over. Took probably about 20 seconds.
Slowly open the door.
Slowly open the door. So when you open the door, you hear a ding, 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 like a bell ringing. And she can see the bell atop the door.
Grab the bell.
Okay. The bell stops. But with Luna yelling in the fight, you're pretty confident that if anybody's here, they know you're here. So we got...
right.
Let me open the door for you.
Oh, I did. I just opened it.
Oh, okay. It wasn't listed as locked, eh? Okay.
Well, she picked the lock, obviously.
Okay.
Neither was the top door, actually.
All right. So we've got 2 sputtering torches and rusty brackets provide only dim light in what must have once been a grand entry hall. Even now, the fine wall frescoes depicting the city of Lankhmar are still visible beneath a thick layer of grime and dust. On the far wall, above a pair of rotten double doors, is a crudely painted dagger done in bright green paint. 2 other doors, one half open, are the only other features of this trash-ridden chamber. And the one half open is the one... to the south.
Which one had the green dagger on it?
Above the double doors.
Well, seems pretty easy to me. She's going to walk over and test the lock.
No lock on the double doors.
Just real quick, Zombie puts her dagger away, pulls out the poker, and casts light on it,
Okay.
just in case it's needed.
Steps in,
Steps in.
trying to look like a very small lady.
Okay. Naka gets her longbow ready. And we have the heavy stench of wet fur hangs in the air. What must have served as a lavish sitting room for visitors. 2 alcoves featuring large stone statues of a portly merchant flank the doorway. The room beyond is in complete disarray. Once fine furniture is piled into a broken heap in the center of the room atop a soiled rug. Faint light filters through boarded up windows on the far side of the room. And let me just hit pause right now as I add the creature.
Yay!
A creature. Don't see a lagoon.
So,
Unidentified.
So let me give you the description of the creature. This earless, panther-like beast snarls as the skin of its face twitches. And I've got a picture for you. And just as you enter the room, you see the skin of his face twitch and peels back to reveal like a skull.
Yummy.
So let's get
Let's see. We can remove it from its body.
let's get a perception check from a Bakai. This is just to see if she acts in the... Okay. So she gets to go in the surprise round. Just Bakai and the unidentified creature. So give me a initiative check.
Is that
For
knowledge nature for that creature, or does it fall under a different knowledge?
It will be...
All of us roll initiative.
I think it'll be Arcana, to be honest with you. Just right for this instant, while Bakai's in the room and this creature's just flashed its face. So we've got Bakai shot a 4. Okay. So unidentified creature goes first, and this effect washes over Bakai. Does she have any like magical protections?
Yes. Let me look at them. Actually, at this level, not much. Is it a special saving throw?
It is a supernatural savings throw. It's a
Which
savings-
would be... Actually, I don't see any special abilities at this level. So I'm
Okay.
just going to say no for all practical purposes.
if you could just give me a DC whatever will save, that would be great.
A will save?
A will
Alright.
save.
Oh, I'm clicking the wrong sheet. Will.
Okay, she passed. Okay, so you guys out in the hall, as Bakai enters in, Bakai sees the skin of this creature's face peel back, and everybody hears this loud pitched screech. And Bakai can...
I get
Yep, she's got one action.
one action. Well, you can't ready a bow and shoot it, so he will
She can get her bow
ready an
out.
attack. Nah, she's going to go physical. She's going to ready attack. If the thing comes in melee range, she'll attack. So
Okay.
is that an action I can do? Ready?
Yeah, you can ready. You know, it's not gonna. It just did its action where it attempted to scare you.
I wasn't sure if it would be able to move again before her round.
Okay,
I
let's.
don't think you can ready
Okay.
this. Yeah, it's like
In that
one action.
case, we'll take the move.
Okay, cool.
We'll just move to...
It would still get an AOO if you occurred.
I'll go to there.
Okay.
Just straight to there.
All right. Let's get initiatives from everybody else.
All right.
Oh. Hot. Zed is hot.
Yeah, I don't want to go first.
Zed, you're up.
All right.
You
Well-
can delay.
No, I'll come in.
Zed, through his connection with
And-
Bakai, could probably sense a little bit.
Yeah, I can actually pause my. I'm trying to target that thing. There we go. And we will do a little flash of acid. Oop, only the first one counts.
Okay.
I clicked it twice. All right,
That's
so
all right.
that hits.
Excellent.
And the damage is 2.
All right.
That's it for Zed.
All right. Let's see here. Out of order. Zed has knowledge arcana. Or no.
Skills. Knowledge arcana. No, unskilled. Knowledge natures.
Okay.
I have the point in.
I rolled a 10 if that tells you anything.
Uh,
Four-legged creature.
all right. So the creature attacks Bakai in a bit of a wild frenzy. What we got here? A miss, and a miss. So Bakai fends the creature off.
It just missed by 1 on one of those. Wait, an 18?
18's not a hit?
She's got mage armor. Let me see.
I think do you have
wondering-
mage armor on?
Yeah, I'm just looking what her adjusted. Oh, yeah, her adjusted AC is 21. All right.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense. All right, Asami.
The people that are in the other room can still hear me if I say words, correct?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to 5-foot step to here. And since I'm confident, a loud voice and I project well, I'm going to say that thing looks like it had his head up his ass so far. When it pulled out, the skin was left behind. That's my joke. So if you were inspired by that very bad joke, then you get Bardic.
I'm confused by it. So I suffer confusion?
Yeah. I was just looking at the picture. I'm like, that thing's hideous. But anyway. So now mechanically, I got to make this happen. Target friendly.
Yeah. And you can also, after you're done that, make a knowledge arcana check if you have.
I already did and rolled a 10.
You got a 10? Okay, great.
Yeah. That's why I said I had no. I said it has 4 legs. Woohoo! Unless 10 gives me some other bit of info.
No. 10 doesn't even identify it.
Okay, I think everybody got the benefit of being inspired.
Yeah, and the +1 morale save versus fear.
Okay.
Luna. It's a hit. Badly wounds it. Badly wounds the cat with the tip of the spear.
I'm a wizard.
Do you have knowledge arcana, Luna?
Yes.
Okay, so you can give me a check. Okay, this is a creature called a Crenchar. And it looks like it's played its only trick where it tries to scare you off. Otherwise, it's a fairly vicious hunting cat.
Okay. Bad kitty.
Can you put Teddy next to Naka, please?
Absolutely. Couldn't get her in the door. There we go. You can put her wherever you need to.
Okay. Teddy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes there and makes one attack. Wait.
Narrowly misses. Arthur.
Arthur is going to take a single step forward, point a finger at it, and he's going to try and blind it with that blinding ray of his. Let us attack.
That is a hit.
And that is a hit, as Shadow is going to begin to engulf its face As it cannot see for 1 round, how do I apply that to it again?
I've got it for you.
Thank
Blinded.
you.
And
Hey,
that's
shadow covers that hideous face. Now that makes it easier.
duration 1. Yes. Yeah, you can kind of just see like it's almost like just a little flash of darkness. And the creature's eyes kind of almost grow dim.
Yeah. And this thing is mindless, is it not?
No, not at all. This is you can give me a Arcana check
Yeah, I will. Also, I
if
do
you
have
have
a
it.
question.
Yes.
I have Dreadful Wrath, which is a fun little thing that I can use when I cast a spell that affects a target or make a full attack. Unfortunately, I can't use that for my Blinding Ray, which is very unfortunate. So I keep forgetting I have that, but oh
Okay.
well. Let's see. Ah.
Okay. Arthur knows that not only is this a Crenshaw, but since you beat the DC 25, you know that sometimes its blood and fur, tufts of its fur, can be used in certain magical potions. And it's the as a protection against fear, which is what this creature attempts to magically use when it pulls back its face and makes it screech.
If I had known it could feel fear, I would have gone for a different tactic. Oh well.
Yeah,
Next time.
you know that it can feel fear, and you know that it tries to make other people feel fear.
Very familiar with the idea. If I had known that, I would have done a different tack. Oh well.
Naka.
Would you please place Naka 2 squares away from Arthur so that she can see through the door?
Like that?
No. Like
Okay.
right here.
Okay, there we go.
And she will take aim and takes a shot. And passes her turn.
Bakai.
Sorry, she is going to designate Teddy as the scapegoat. If you don't attack the scapegoat, you get certain effects. If you attack anyone else, you get a certain effect.
Gotcha.
Alright.
Yes, Bakai.
Alright, kicks it into the wall.
Yes, it's a hit. And that's a kill. Between the acid and the spear and the knee of Bakai, the creature turns into a bloodstain on the ground.
So do people keep those things as pets? How did they get in here?
Yeah, it was definitely, this is like its room. It looks like it was a guardian for the gang. There's a door to the north.
For those of you who aspire to be hunters, I recommend cutting it apart. It can be used for many ingredients, for quite a few potions, particularly fear immunity.
You guys can see through that door to the north?
Since the creature's dead, the bardic inspiration has just spent 1 round. It should fall off.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Mechanically, in initiative, it's going to do that.
That'll do it.
Anybody in these beds?
Yes. Let me give you a description of that. This wide chamber is clear of debris and filth. 3 large wooden double bunks take up half the room, while a pair of practice dummies and straw targets dominate the other half. The foul odor of sickness is deep in this room, the source made evident by the bodies sprawled in the bunks.
Bodies as in dead?
Bodies as in these guys.
Okay.
Bottom bunk, top bunk, they're in bad shape.
Do a quick scan of detect magic.
Okay. No, nothing appears to be magical.
Anybody moving, conscious?
Yeah, there's a couple that are conscious, and one guy just... Who the hell are you?
We're looking for psoriasis. Where is he?
Who?
What's his name? Psoriasis? Where's the notes?
If he was smart, he would have got the hell out of here.
Where's the leader?
I don't know, man. We're dying.
Okay. Good luck with that.
There's like trunks in front of their beds and stuff like that. I don't know how mercenary you guys are, but these guys are
nothing magic, right?
No, nothing magical. They look fairly feeble. You never know, one might have a dagger somewhere nearby. How loyal they are to the gang at this point. But they're literally laying in here dying. And in fact, if thug number 4 isn't dead, he'll be dead soon. He hasn't moved at all.
All right. Sounds like Naka wants to.
So Naka says, we have medicine, stay put, and you'll not get killed. We already took the medicine. Didn't help.
Okay.
And
we're out of here.
Stop playing with Sturgis.
There's no doors or quick perusal, no exit out of that room.
No exit out of that room. This was it right here.
So we've encountered a dead end through the door with the dagger?
Yes.
Okay. And it looks like Naka wants to go north, so let's go north.
Okay, so you go north.
Does this door close and lock?
That door to the north is closed, but you can open it and go through. The other door isn't locked. I'll give you a description when you open that up.
I meant the door to where that led to the people.
Oh yeah, you can lock it up for sure.
Yeah. Just make sure
Okay.
nothing happens.
Yeah, for sure.
We can always come back.
Okay. So Naka, you've made your way up into the hallway, and listen at the door or anything like that, or are you just going to go in?
No, I'm just going to open and
got a perception? 18? Okay. So as soon as you go in, the stench of death kind of doesn't overwhelm you, but it hits you right away. Human corpse dressed in simple leathers is slumped against the wall of this room, crossbow draped across his lap. The corpse's eyes are swollen shut. And there's
magic.
There's like bile on his chest, on his leathers, and it looks like some phlegm and maybe even soiled himself as he died.
Okay. She leaves, and with her arrow, she does a circle with an X below it, like a skull.
Okay.
And closes the door.
All right.
But no magic in the room, correct?
No magic, no.
Okay.
The person was dressed in like leathers and had a crossbow across his lap.
That's okay. He probably threw up on it, and now it's not worth it.
Let's take a precursory run through this place, see who's still survive and and then we can come back and do more thorough.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so that room, before you go in, This chamber, you push on the door, and you can only get it like 5 or 6 inches open. This chamber is so choked with broken furniture and garbage that the door cannot be opened all the way. And from the floor to the ceiling, it's just like old furniture and refuse and garbage and stuff like that. To actually get in there, each square would take 4 squares of movement.
Alright, so basically, if someone who can detect magic can go behind me, I'll just open the door, you do a scan, and then we'll come back if it's magical.
Yeah, for sure. You're in a 5-foot wide hall, too, inside of a house, so it's easily, you can get behind each other. I know we're all gridded up for combat and stuff like that, but you just imagine like a regular house with 5 feet. Somebody can go behind you and look over your shoulder. No problem at all.
Okay.
You don't detect any magic in there.
Any dead in the next room that she just opened?
Let's see here. This one here is the kitchen. Pungent odor wafts out of must be the kitchen. A large work table covered with rotten food and haunted by swarms of flies lurks against the west wall, and a cold fire pit stands in the corner next to a heap of dirty pots and clay crocks.
Yeah. Anything where Bakai was?
Bakai, did you open the door, Bakai?
I think she did. Yeah, no?
No?
Alright, I'll open it if
Okay.
she hasn't.
This is a mess hall.
If you're talking, Zed, or whoever's controlling Bakai, I'm not hearing you.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, she had gone in.
Okay.
There.
All right. So
I got Zed in there now.
Okay, no problem.
Any magic or just...
No magic. Yep, you guys haven't detected any magic. We've got a long table dominates the center of this chamber, surrounded by a number of patchwork chairs, a few cracked plates and moldy scraps of food litter the tabletop, which is being marked with a crude green dagger shape in green paint. And Naka, that door there is boarded up from the inside.
He's going to attempt to listen to see if... From the inside, right, you said?
Yeah.
See if she can hear something from the other side.
No, but she knows that it's the outside of the house, probably the front yard.
Oh, okay. All right.
She maybe hears a cart going down Carter Street.
All right.
So we need to go south, is that...
Yep.
Lost my character. There it is.
And this was the door that was partially open.
Okay. You continuing to lead, Naka, or you want Bakaida?
I'll take the lead.
Go for it.
Okay. Give me a perception check, Knock. And let's see here. Let me clear the path. The one guard has been waiting for you guys to pop through, and he snaps off a shot with his crossbow. I'll give you a little description of the room first. And your perception check was good enough to alert you just at the last instant. So we got a small chair sits next to the far wall of this guard room, facing a peephole in the wall. And let me see. Let me put this on the... So you can give me an initiative check. Okay, so you beat him. So you get one action before he goes. In the surprise round.
All right. She'll say, hold your. We're here to help. We see that your band is very weak.
Okay.
Don't try to fight us because we can best you.
Okay, so he was just about to shoot you, and you got that out. And he says, "Who the hell are you?" He sounds better than the other people.
We're trying to help and we're trying to do some business, but it seems like you guys are in pretty bad shape. We want to see what we can do to do some negotiation for business. Where's your boss, Zarathus?
It's probably upstairs. You get
Seems like you have
come at a bad time.
apparently.
Do you?
Lead us to Zarathus. We might be able to help. We destroyed a couple of creatures that cause your disease here.
Oh, the Sturgis? No, that's not.
Well, if there's anything else, we can help too.
I think it might be something else. I think this might be magic.
Well, take us to Zarathus.
I'm not going to just walk you all the way through the house to Zarathus. You guys get out of here, and I'll talk with them. And
Arthur is gonna come up to this man and just ask him, "Are we jokes to you?" Can I try and intimidate this man?
yeah, you can. He can also shoot you. He's got a crossbow, and he's ready to. He's got it loaded and pointed.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
I ain't afraid of this man.
Grenade tip on it.
All right, so that's so if he does shoot, he is shaken.
All right. With that, if I still have my action, I can close the door, right?
You've talked during your action. Your action was
Okay. All right.
Okay. So he says back to you. You guys get out of here, and I'll see if Zarathus will listen. And maybe I can set something up.
We don't have
But
time for this.
You can't be here. You can't be here.
Let's shut the door and move on.
All right, GM. What's
I'm gonna shut the door and see if
what options do we have? Who's reacting first? Either I shut the door or he shoots.
Yeah, he's undecided right now, so he doesn't shoot.
Okay, I shut the door as a surprise round if he's undecided.
Okay. Everybody can give me initiatives, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Sounds fair. All right.
All right, Zed.
But I'm tired of going first. I can't see my token. Oh, there it is.
So let's put it at round one.
I'm gonna just move down. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm done.
Okay. Zed's had enough of this. Teddy.
Teddy will just move along the corridor to the south of Naka.
Okay. Is that okay there?
Yep.
Okay.
And he's gonna kind of hang out there.
Alrighty. Bakai.
Hi. Door's shut.
Yep, the door's shut.
Alright, she's gonna move down the hall and just wait by that door.
Okay.
Actually, even listen at the door.
Listen at that door. Okay. She doesn't hear anything, but she smells what maybe was the bathroom for them.
Okay.
The
Lavatory.
outhouse, the lavatory.
She's done.
Okay. So this guy yells, "Intruders! Intruders!" But he doesn't try to open the door, and he doesn't shoot. Well, he doesn't shoot at the door. There's nobody to shoot at. Arthur.
Not much Arthur can do. I was going for something different, but never mind then. Doesn't matter. Why is this door open? Close the door. There we go. Arthur's just gonna stride forward, I guess.
Okay. Knock.
Did that door open in or open out?
It would probably open in.
Okay. She's gonna ignore that door and reach over and open this door. And
Okay.
Look in.
Sure thing. Let me give you the description. The door leading to this chamber is trapped. So I'm going to get you to...
Take that back. I take that back. He said Zerathus is upstairs, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ignore these doors and I'm gonna just continue.
You open that door.
You open that door.
You open that door.
Okay. All right.
All right. So we got it.
No problem.
So let's see here. See if it hits you anyway. So what happens? You open that door and you can hear something from up above. Do you have anything like the rogue's ability where you get like +1 against traps or anything like that?
Nope.
No. Okay. So this, you can kind of hear something up above you, and at first you think it might be somebody walking upstairs, but then it was actually, it comes down right on you because you were the one that opened the door.
Oh, interesting. A smart trap.
Let's see, where is it? And it misses. So you jump just out of the way, just as a spike ball crashes into the floor from the ceiling above. It looked like it rolled a little bit. Or it sounded like it rolled a little bit to gather momentum and then dropped down onto the floor.
Okay, so I heard that and jumped out of the way in time.
And beyond that, you see a table stacked with numerous other objects sits before a pair of weapon racks and 3 suits of leather armor.
Okay.
So I'll take the trap off the door.
Gonna ignore that for now.
Okay, now you've opened the door and you moved. Any other?
Did I move?
I'm not sure if you did or not. I think you were right next to the door anyway.
Okay, so reach over and open the other door.
Okay. So the other door is open. Both doors open.
What do I see in the east side?
East side is the grand staircase. This large chamber is ringed by a railing walkway on the second floor. On the far side of this room, a grand staircase rises up to the second floor of the manor. A gilded chandelier hangs from the ceiling, covered in cobwebs and dust. On either side of the chandelier, 2 carved wooden pillars extend to the ceiling of the second floor above. And there's, it looks like there's the stair or the second floor. Like you get a glimpse in, you see the staircase, and you can see the second floor runs around the perimeter of the chamber.
Okay. That's all of my actions.
Asami.
In response to the guy yelling intruder, she's going to come into the hallway where her companions are, and then shout out, project in a calm but firm voice that we're friendlies, we're here to help. I don't know if that's enough to do a diplomacy check to anyone who may hear, or if that's just words.
Yeah, you can give me a diplomacy check. I've got not the guard that you're thinking of, but somebody else can hear you. So I've got something else in mind, depending on how well you do. Oh, okay.
That's reasonably well.
Soothing.
Nice. Okay, so from the door that Naka just opened, it's the second one, with the larger chamber to the left, you hear a voice shouts down. It's a woman's voice, and she says, "What kind of help? Like the same kind of help that Veltargo brought? Disease and death? What are you here for? Who are you?"
All right, Asami, continue with your honeyed lavender words.
We don't know. I don't know who Varsaj is, but we're not from that group.
Actually, you guys can give me like flat out intelligence checks. Who's the schmatties in the group? And the DC is 15. Asami's good. Naka's good. Zed's close enough. In Popoff's notes, Veltargo is a name that you remember. And
we know of that name, and we're not that. It seems like you're in need of help, and we need something from you. Maybe we can do business.
Okay, and
we're definitely not from or associated with Vargos. Was that the guy's name?
Veltargo.
Veltargo.
And you guys,
I think it would add credibility if she stuttered the pronunciation of the name.
All right, and we'll put a pin at the end of combat round 1, right here, as you guys are trying to talk your way further into the Green Dagger hideout.
Cool.
And you guys have made excellent inroads. You got way past where I thought you would. I'm going to give you all your experience.
That's because we rushed through all the traps.
I'm going to give you all your experience points. And you did it without drawing any real blood from sentient.
Hey, we're
because Arthur's our new tank.
we're here to do business,
All right, let's see here.
10 con, 7 strength tank.
There's a chance I may not be on the next session, but I'll be at a client site. I should be done by 8:30.
Okay.
But just, I'll send something in Discord if I can't make it.
All right, excellent. Thanks very much.
All right, thanks for running the game. It was fun.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate.
Right.
I appreciate what you guys do.
And have a great week. Or have a great long week. 2 weeks.
We will see you guys soon.
All right.
What is the XP needed for the next level?
It's 5,000.
Okay, gotcha. Because mine still says 2,000. So.
Oh, okay.
We don't happen to get exactly 2,189 experience points for this, do we?
No, not quite. But you got a fair amount. You got experience points for Irontusk, even though you didn't fight him or anything like that.
We circumvented an obstacle.
You did, absolutely. You got experience points for the brazen thieves, again, which was nice.
We probably should get some for listening to the interaction between the Grey Mouser and Pathfinder.
Absolutely.
Because we could learn something,
And you got experience points for the Sturges as well.
Yeah. My intimidate check, my attempt to coerce that thug was more of a, you don't hold the cards here, you're going to take us to him, but the party did not agree with that idea.
No, it wasn't that. It's he really doesn't have any pull. He's not the guy to talk to. The guy to talk to is the lady that you're about to talk to. So,
regardless, having an escort, not going to turn that down.
Or it might be worse than you thought. So let me just award you the experience. Another 480.
Oh, sweet.
So at 3279, and I'll fix the experience points
79?
on. That's what I have.
I have 3290.
3291. I think somehow you've got 12 more than everybody else. I'm not sure how that happened.
It's 3270.
3279 is.
3279. I'll change that. 3279. All right.
And if let's see, Zed's I need to change. Zed, Nock, and Luna I need to set to 5,000. All right, I'll do that now before I forget. I've probably been meaning to do it all along.
All right, everybody. Have a great week.
Night, folks. Good game.
Excellent. You have a good one.
Thank you.